Irwin is just a quick drive from Philadelphia, and when you get to Nectar Restaurant, you'll know it was worth the trip. I'm here with Chef Patrick Feury from Nectar, executive chef and partner. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So what are we going to be making today?
A couple of things. We're going to be talking about some cocktails, talking a little bit about sushi, and then I'm going to demonstrate making a pork belly, actually a pork bun. With the pork belly itself, I took off, as you see, I took off the skin itself, and also a little bit of that thick layer of fat, because I want it to be really, really lean. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually cure it just like we would a pancetta. So you would take the belly itself, and what we do is take brown sugar. I'm going to rub it.
A little sweetness.
Yeah, and a little bit of salt. I like kosher salt for the for curing wise. It's got a nice consistency after it's been sitting overnight. What I do like to do is just get rid of the excess seasoning on there itself. So what I would do is I would just wash it off like a pancetta.
Roll it up.
Kind of roll it up, get it really deep,
Nice
and also
and tight?
Yep, nice and tight.
And then you're going to tie this all together.
Yep.
Into a neat little package.
Exactly.
Then once this is tied up, what do we do with it?
Then we're going to braise it out, and we're going to braise it out in white wine, soy. And I have also a little bit of stock. Here I'm using chicken stock in the braising liquid itself. So
why wouldn't you use a pork stock here?
It's just, I think that the flavor of the chicken stock is kind of neutral, but it actually creates its own stock anyway, like you know, with the pork belly being in there. So it actually makes a nice.
It smells delicious, the braising liquid, and it's so deep and beautiful.
And the nice thing about the liquid too is like you can reuse it. So
great.
Actually, what I'm gonna do is, depending on the size of your pot, cut these right in half, and we're gonna just pop these in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you want them to be completely submerged?
You do.
Okay.
And if they're not quite, you can either add more stock or just make sure that they're turning and going like that.
And how long is this gonna go for?
Takes about 2 hours. So we put our pork belly in there, and then I really like to use ginger, as kind of the background ingredient in the braising liquid.
Classic flavor in Asian cuisine.
Yeah. So we have our, after this is braised and done, pork belly's here. It is quite tender.
This is what it looks like once it's been braised.
Yep. And
beautiful.
It is quite tender, and it's got flavor all the way through, and we got that extra little seasoning in there from the cure itself.
Bit of fat running through.
Yep. So I'm just going to take 2 of these, and what I like to do with when I'm going to baste them is actually I'm going to take a little hoisin and a little bit of that sauce, the braising liquid itself.
Oh, okay, so you kind of loosen up the hoisin with that.
Yep.
Great.
So we're going to pop it in the oven, just get it warm. I got some steamed buns over here. They sell them in Chinatown.
So soft and fluffy.
This I have a little bit of mayonnaise with actually a little bit of sriracha. So we got a little bit of the lettuce. We're going to pull this fork out. Let's see how this goes. Each one.
It smells fantastic, I can tell you that much.
So I'm going to put one on each.
Okay, and we've actually got Chris joining us. Yeah. Chris is one of the bartenders at Nectar, and she's going to be showing us one of their specialty cocktails.
Well, like Patrick mentioned before, we like to keep our menu really up to date, really seasonal. And so one of the big inspirations for me is in the summer we have great mint that grows in our garden.
Oh, yeah.
And in the spring we have these beautiful cherry trees that grow and blossom all around the restaurant. So in the light of keeping things seasonal, we're going to do a cherry blossom martini.
Oh, how cute.
Yes. So what we have here are fresh sweet cherries. And we're just going to do sort of a quick bartender's muddle where we put them in over the ice and give them a good shake.
Okay.
And that'll break them up. And then here I have a white cranberry juice. So we're going to do about an ounce of that. Sobieski vanilla vodka. The Fuki cherry sake, so it's a cherry infused sake. So it's going to give you just again that great cherry flavor without being too intense.
Oh, and look at that beautiful pop of pink. It looks just like a cherry blossom.
Any sort of fresh flower makes a great garnish on this. I went to the market this morning and just grabbed some orchids because they look so beautiful.
You're right, it's not too sweet, and you can really taste those fresh cherries.
Just a nice, light spring drink.
Yes, perfect for spring. Thank you so much.
No problem.
So again, we really try to keep the sustainability and the local things and all of that in our food.
Definitely.
And it rolls right into the cocktails as well.
All right, now I can't wait to dive into this pork belly bun. So I'm going to go and dig in. And why don't you
Okay.
tell us a little bit about the sushi you have here?
Well, our sushi program is really fun, and I think that, you know, we don't take it too seriously either. So I have rolls that are called the King Kong roll, which is a filet and lobster. But another thing is that we have a lot of vegetable sushi. The soy wrap rolls are really nice because they don't take over a lot of the flavor like nori will.
This is unbelievable, this pork bun. The flavor is so intense in that pancetta that you made out of the pork belly. It's just unreal. This has been fantastic.
Thank you.
Please, I would love to toast you and say thank you.
Cheers.
It's been a pleasure having you
Thank
today.
you very much.
To see today's recipe and all of the recipes featured on the Chef's Kitchen, log on to chefskitchen.tv.